What if a billionaire, rushing through his perfect life, caught a homeless girl secretly teaching his spoiled daughter a lesson in kindness, and the stunning twist that followed changed all their lives forever, proving that true wealth comes from the heart? In the heart of a bustling city, Victor Reyes, a billionaire tech mogul with sharp suits and sharper ambitions, lived high in a sleek penthouse overlooking the skyline, sharing it with his 10-year-old daughter, Sophia. His days were a whirlwind of boardroom deals and global calls, his empire of apps and innovations making him one of the richest men around, but leaving little room for family time. Sophia, surrounded by the latest gadgets and a rotating cast of nannies, often felt the weight of loneliness, her big brown eyes hiding a quiet longing for her father's attention. Victor loved her fiercely, but his schedule meant quick limo drop-offs at her fancy private school before he vanished into his office world. One afternoon, he picked her up early, his mind still on a merger, when something caught his eye from the car window. Near the school gates, a ragged girl about Sophia's age, with tangled hair and torn clothes, sat on the sidewalk, her small backpack her only possession. She was homeless, surviving on the streets. Yet there she was, chatting with Sophia, who had wandered over during recess, the two heads bent over a worn book. Victor watched, stunned, as the girl, later known as Lily, patiently pointed out words, teaching Sophia with a bright smile that lit up her dirty face. He honked the horn, calling Sophia back, his billionaire instincts flaring with concern, but the image lingered, cracking the polished surface of his life. Why was his daughter drawn to this stranger? He didn't know it yet, but this moment would unravel a story that would change everything, pulling him into a world far beyond his wealth. The next day, Victor couldn't shake the image of Lily teaching Sophia on that sidewalk, so he asked his daughter about it over breakfast, his coffee growing cold as he listened. "She's Lily, Dad," Sophia said, her eyes sparkling. "She teaches me things, like how to share and be happy with little stuff. She's my friend." Victor frowned. His daughter had every toy and gadget imaginable, yet this homeless girl was showing her joy and simplicity, a lesson his wealth couldn't buy. Intrigued, he decided to watch again after school, parking his limo nearby, his sharp mind now focused on this unexpected scene. There was Lily, her torn clothes patched with care, sharing a tiny sandwich with Sophia, explaining how to make friends by listening rather than demanding. Sophia giggled, offering her fancy granola bar in return, her usual bossiness melting away. Victor felt a pang in his chest. His busy life had spoiled Sophia, making her picky and aloof, but Lily's gentle ways were softening her heart. When Sophia ran to the car, she tugged his sleeve, begging, "Can we help Lily, Dad? She has no home." He brushed it off with a distracted, "We'll see," too caught up in his schedule. But that night, lying in his vast bed, he remembered his own tough childhood before striking it rich, hungry days and hand-me-downs. Maybe this was a chance to give back. The following week, he surprised them by stepping out of the limo with a bag of food and warm clothes, approaching Lily with a hesitant smile. She looked up, wary but polite, and as he asked about her life, her story of losing her parents in a fire and surviving on the streets began to chip away at his billionaire walls, opening a door to something deeper. As the weeks rolled by, Victor found himself drawn back to that sidewalk spot, his limo pulling up with meals and clothes for Lily, his billionaire routine bending to this new rhythm. Lily, with her sharp mind and gentle spirit, read scavenged books aloud, dreaming of school, her bright eyes a stark contrast to her ragged life on the streets. Sophia and Lily became inseparable, playing hopscotch with chalk or sharing snacks, with Lily teaching Sophia to notice small joys, like a bird's song or helping a stranger carry bags. Victor watched from a distance, a mix of guilt and wonder growing as he saw his daughter's bossy edge soften into kindness. One rainy day, he found Lily shivering under a soggy cardboard box, her small frame trembling, and he couldn't walk away. He offered her a ride to a shelter, but Sophia's voice cut through the patter of rain. "Let her stay with us, Dad!" Torn between his busy life and her plea, Victor relented, bringing Lily to their penthouse for one night. In the guest room, she marveled at the soft bed, her gratitude shining as she thanked him with a shy smile. Over dinner, Lily shared stories of dodging danger on the streets and finding hope in small acts of kindness, her words painting a world Victor had long forgotten. He learned she had no family left, surviving on her wits since the fire took her parents. That night, as Lily slept soundly for the first time in months, Victor lay awake, deciding to help more. He enrolled her in school anonymously and covered her basics, keeping it quiet. The penthouse, once a sterile showpiece, began to feel like a home, sparked by Lily's unexpected lessons in humanity. Months later, with Lily thriving in school and living in a cozy foster home funded by Victor, a stunning revelation turned their world upside down. It was a quiet afternoon when Victor, helping Lily trace her past for official papers, stumbled upon old records in a dusty city archive, birth certificates and a faded photo linking her to his estranged sister, who had vanished years ago after a tragic fire claimed her life. Lily was his niece, her smile a mirror of his sister's, a connection he'd never imagined. Tears streamed down his face as he sat her down in the penthouse, Sophia clutching her hand, and told her the truth. "Your family," he said, his voice thick with emotion, and Lily threw her arms around him, sobbing with a mix of shock and joy at finding kin. Sophia jumped up, shouting, "She's my sister now!" The news stunned everyone, friends, staff, even the media caught wind, buzzing about the billionaire who found his lost niece on a sidewalk. But the real twist was deeper. Victor adopted Lily legally, bringing her home for good, transforming the penthouse into a lively family space filled with laughter and love. He cut back on work, started a foundation for street kids inspired by Lily's resilience, and watched his daughters grow close, their bond healing his own regrets. Lily's lessons in kindness had saved them from emotional emptiness, turning a chance meeting into a miracle. One evening, as they sat together, Victor thanked her, his eyes wet, for teaching him that wealth meant nothing without heart. The family they built stunned the world, proving that fate can weave the most unexpected threads into a tapestry of hope, love, and redemption. Today, Victor, Sophia, and Lily live as a joyful family in their transformed penthouse, its once sterile rooms now alive with the warmth of their bond. Lily, now 11, excels in school, her dream of becoming a teacher blossoming as she tutors younger kids, while Sophia, 10, shares her toys and kindness with a humility that surprises her old friends. Victor's foundation for street children, sparked by Lily's story, has lifted hundreds out of hardship, his wealth now a tool for good rather than just power. One evening, as they sit on the rooftop watching the city lights flicker, Victor pulls them close, his voice soft with gratitude. "You taught me true wealth is love," he says, tears in his eyes as Lily and Sophia hug him tight, their laughter echoing. The family they built heals old wounds, Lily's past on the streets, Victor's distant fatherhood, Sophia's loneliness, all mended by the kindness that started it all. They visit the sidewalk where it began, leaving flowers and a plaque honoring resilience, a quiet tribute to Lily's strength. Their story spreads, inspiring people of all ages to look beyond appearances and find family in unexpected places. Victor cuts back on work even more, prioritizing picnics and school events, while Lily's gentle lessons continue to shape their home. The journey ends here, a testament to the power of empathy and chance encounters, proving that a billionaire's heart can grow richest through the love of a homeless girl turned daughter. As they watch the sunset, their hands linked, the city below fades, leaving a legacy of hope that reminds everyone, wealth is nothing without the soul to share it. If this inspiring story touched your heart, like, comment, and share it with others. Subscribe to Human Fables for more true tales that uplift and unite us all.